This is our school nurse presentation on fluoride. This will be presented to you by Riley, Kylie, Nayeli, Carly, and Justine.
What does fluoride do? Fluoride is a mineral that occurs naturally in soil, water, and air, and has been proven to prevent cavities or tooth decay. Fluoride works by strengthening the tooth's outer surface called enamel. Fluoride has been added to community water supplies and oral products such as toothpaste and mouth rinses. Fluoride prevents tooth decay by making the enamel more resistant to the action of acids that can accelerate the buildup of healthy minerals in the enamel, further slowing the occurrence of decay. Studies even show that in some cases, fluoride can stop the further development of tooth decay that has already been started.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gray Cantor here at Cantor Dental Group in San Rafael, California. Today I want to talk about fluoride varnish. Fluoride varnish can be really helpful to your teeth, especially if you've noticed you've been getting more cavities lately, or you just suspect some sensitivity in your teeth. It's important to put on some varnish because the fluoride will protect your teeth and also make them less sensitive. The way it does that is it replaces the hydroxy ion in the hydroxyapatite, making it fluoroapatite. This is a very hard structure and becomes even harder with fluoride. This topical application of fluoride really strengthens the teeth and will defend against both cavities and sensitivity. So the next time your hygienist says, hey, I think fluoride would be good today because we had those cavities or because of the tooth sensitivity, please consider it because it would be very helpful for your teeth. And if you have any more questions about that, definitely come to our office here in San Rafael, California at Cantor Dental Group, Aesthetic Dentistry, and Implantology. Please subscribe.
There are many different sources of fluoride around us in our everyday lives. The first one is at home. If proper home care is being done by the students, they should have fluoride exposure twice daily from the toothpaste and mouth rinses that they are using. Fluoride is also present in our water. Most areas have fluoridated water. You can check the link provided here to see if your area has fluoride in the water. The third one is the dentist. At most dentists, fluoride varnishes are available for children under 18. Fluoride doesn't just stop at 18. It is beneficial for adults as well.
Why should your school provide fluoride? Well, the most common chronic disease of childhood is dental caries or cavities, also referred to as tooth decay. What fluoride does is it protects the outer layer or enamel of the tooth. It works both systemically through the ingestion of fluorinated water or with fluoride supplemental tablets, also topically in the form of toothpaste, rinses, or when you go to the dentist and have them professionally applied. You can always tell your students that when you're applying this fluoride, that you are applying vitamins to their teeth and it will make their teeth strong.
The school nurse's role in fluoride. School nurses have many jobs, and their jobs go beyond caring for children with playground injuries. The role of the school nurse is to keep students healthy, safe, and ready to learn. School nurses may see children suffering from dental caries that are left untreated. When caries are left untreated, they can lead to unnecessary pain, discomfort, and poor performance at school. School nurses can help prevent these dental caries from happening by applying fluoride varnish to the children's teeth. They can do this by starting a school fluoride program or signing up for something like iSmile to come to their school and help them apply fluoride.
To place fluoride varnish, first open the package. These come in all shapes and sizes, but generally they all come with some sort of application brush and the fluoride itself. Make sure you get any extra varnish off the top because a lot of times it separates, so you'll need to make sure that you have a good and even mixture. When using varnish, make sure that you read the instructions for each brand because some say that you have to dry the teeth and some say that it's not necessary. I'm going to demonstrate how to dry off the teeth if the brand does recommend that. And there are two ways. You could use the air water syringe or the 2x2 gauze. If you keep your fingers somewhere in the mouth, the patient won't close and re-wet everything that you've just dried. Apply a small amount of varnish on your brush and then start near the margin and brush down in 3 strokes. If your patient has a lot of recession or sensitivity, you can also do a little rainbow stripe across the margin like so. Make sure as well that you have a fulcrum so that you have stability to avoid getting the varnish on the patient's lip, because the patients don't like the sticky feeling. Also, if you bend the end of the brush at the neck, it will make applying the varnish on the posterior teeth much easier. When billing this code, you want to use D1206, which is topical application of fluoride varnish. Have the patient close slowly, and the patient's saliva will help the varnish harden to the teeth. Also remember to give and document the fluoride post-op instructions to your patient, which are: you can eat and drink right after application. There should be no brushing or flossing for 4 to 6 hours, and also avoid hot, crunchy, or sticky foods for 4 to 6 hours as well.
In this slide, we're going to talk about tips when applying fluoride. You're going to go ahead and position first. You want to position the child so that you can easily apply to all areas of the oral cavity. Then you're going to dry the teeth with air, or if air is not available, you can use gauze. Then you're going to go ahead and apply a thin layer of varnish to all areas of the teeth. Then have the patient closed. When fluoride comes in contact with saliva, it sets quickly.
Listed on this slide are the post-op instructions that you can give your patient after the application of fluoride. The first one is eating. Instruct your patient not to eat anything too hot, sticky, or crunchy after the application, as it can affect the adherence of the fluoride to the tooth. They should avoid any drinks that are too hot, as it also can melt the fluoride off of the teeth. It is important to let your patient know to not brush or floss until the next morning. This helps so that the fluoride can stay on the teeth as long as possible to get the maximum results. The application, it should be applied again in 3 to 6 months or as needed based on the patient need.
The types of fluoride include gel, varnish, and foam. The gel and foam types of fluoride are applied and filled into a tray and then placed into the patient's mouth and have to sit on there for 4 minutes. After the 4 minutes is up, you can remove the tray and rinse. The other type, the varnish, which is the type that we recommend, that one you do want to make sure you dry the patient's teeth and then you paint or apply the thin layer across all surfaces of all of the teeth. All of these varnishes do come into different flavors, which sometimes is nice for younger patients. After the varnish is applied, the instructions would be to avoid anything too hot or too hard, but generally you are able to drink anything cold or eat soft foods right away. With all of varnishes and with all the fluorides and varnish foam or gel, you do want to make sure that you do not brush your teeth for at least 4 to 6 hours. Some products recommend until the next morning.
What happens if the child does ingest too much fluoride? If the child ingests too much fluoride, they may complain of abdominal pain. They may also experience nausea or diarrhea. This can begin 30 minutes after exposure and it can last up to 24 hours, although it does not normally last up to 24 hours. If this does occur, you can have the child drink milk, as it does absorb the fluoride and it can help their stomach feel better. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and we hope that this helps a school nurse decide to start a fluoride program at their school.
If it is not already arranged, you can set up with your iSmile coordinator. iSmile is a statewide program in Iowa that connects individuals with medical and dental providers for a lifetime of wellness. iSmile at schools provides dental screenings, dental sealants, fluoride varnish, and oral health education for elementary and middle school students. We have also provided a link here that you can follow to get set up with your iSmile coordinator for your specific location. This iSmile coordinator, if you qualify, will come into your school and provide all of the services listed above and even apply the fluoride varnish that is talked about in this presentation.